There was a time in my life at a very low point. I was homeless in Phoenix. I had nowhere to go sometimes, and I went into this home that was just newly renovated. That was my beginning, and that's when I knew who Cynthia Lazaro really was.
Our coming in and just loving up on the community, providing the food boxes. Anybody can come and receive what they're looking for, whether it's a ride to the doctor, food, clothing, furniture, anything that we have.
I was raised by a single mother. I grew up without my dad. And I often heard by many of the administrators, by even some teachers that, hey, the only option you're gonna have is either dead or in jail. When I look at the organization, DGMF, and I see, she took something that was very negative, with the death of her son, and she turned it into a positive.
Damion was murdered in June of 2009, and DGMF came about in March of 2010.
In learning about the organization and the tragedy that befell Damion, I also was able to see how out of that tragedy, hope sprang forth, and a dedication and a commitment on the part of Cynthia and the people who work with her to want to have a different future for the children in South Phoenix.
DGMF is a nonprofit youth organization that's dedicated to reaching out to at-risk youth to stop crime and violence. But not only are we looking to stop crime and violence, we are developing their great minds for the future, because they are our future. And if we don't give them the opportunities to lead and to use their minds, a great mind will be wasted.
This is a wonderful program to give your time, talent, and treasure to make that happen. If we want the future to be different, then we have to impact the lives of youth today.
We have a lot of kids that are at risk. They don't have that family unit present. They're just sitting targets for drug dealers and the gangbangers.
My teenage grandson, our daughter is a single parent, so he was having some problems, some issues, and we put him on the basketball team with Cynthia, and that worked out really, really well. It boosted his self-esteem. And then I have an 8-year-old grandson who his dad is raising him. He's a single father. And this year, the football camp was amazing for him.
What we do is fertile soil. We are building the future with our children. So when you give, these children are able to learn, their character is being built, they learn integrity and respect, and they lose that sense of entitlement.
Now there's so many people whose lives are actually impacted by it on a daily basis, whether they come and they get refuge from the streets, or if they need meals or just the summer programs and things and such. They got a place that they can come to and not have to someday allow that to be their outcome.
I think Cynthia's personal example is a model for others too, about what being invested in your community can look like.
I believe that God orchestrates people, even if it's for a moment, but each one can touch one.
A jewel. I wish a lot more people were like her. She's a great person, and I'm glad to know her and be involved with whatever she's doing in the community.
She's gonna receive you, with open arms, just so that you too can actually help her in her fight for the community.
From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank every supporter, because without you, DGMF would not exist.